Getting straight into it, I visited Morocco in June this year. We spent 3 days on the desert tour and it's undescribable. The group tour we took part in cost €89 per person, which was an absolute bargain considering you get to ride in the camels twice in the Sahara, you get to camp in the desert, and the trip along the way lets you visit some really awesome sites. Make sure that you bring a good amount of cash for food, bring a camera, and bring some water. There are going to be a lot of stops as well along the way to get some, so don't worry. Bear in mind that you're going to spend hours and hours in the minivan, so make sure that you bring some travel sickness tablets and bring a book or whatever to keep you occupied. So starting on the first day, you hit up the Atlas Mountains. They are amazing and endless. You stop along some photo spots along the way and they are absolutely spectacular. And eventually you will reach the ksar bin haddou, I think that's how you say it, which is basically a mud brick city. And it was used as a movie set for Gladiator and Game of Thrones. Pretty epic. And there's this guy who does really cool art. By the end of the day, you will reach your hotel nestled in between the mountains in the Dadez Valley. And this valley is insane. The view is incredible. The hotel is obviously very basic, but obviously you can't have high expectations. You're in the middle of nowhere. No complaints so far, to be honest. So, day 2. You reach Ouarzazate, which is a village along the way. And this village is really unique. It's a community separated from all the towns, and they live amongst themselves, growing plantations that are used for couscous and tattoos apparently. And then it's at this point that they suck you into this marketing ploy. So eventually we waited an hour at this village and they actually took us into this room where they try and sell you carpets for a whole hour, telling you about the process of making these traditional Moroccan carpets. I frankly couldn't be interested because I wasn't going to spend £100 on this carpet. No carpet's going to be worth 100 quid. Don't fall for it, guys. After a bit of driving, eventually you will reach the edge of the Sahara. You're in the middle of nowhere, but this is the thing you've been waiting for 2 days. Riding the camels into the Sahara Desert. If you've never been to a desert, it is incredible. So as you ride your camels towards the desert camp, you will make a stop, guys, so you'll be able to take photos along the way. Don't do what I did and film while on the camel. It is so bumpy, like so bumpy. Riding the camel actually makes you feel like your butt is being torn apart. Eventually, you will reach your desert camp in the middle of the desert, which is awesome. You can see the stars at night and the hosts bang on their drums the whole night, doing some funny, crazy ritual around the fire while everyone dances crazily. It's quite an experience. Bonus tip, if you book online, you can upgrade to a private tent during that night, and it is definitely worth it, guys. It's for €10 extra per person, and it's just not worth sharing. It's just too much grossness in one space. There are no showers. I know you're wondering, and I definitely say don't take a unless you really need to. And then you get to the 3rd day. You feel like total shit because it's 4 AM when they wake you up. But I'll tell you why it's worth it, guys. you'll get to see the most amazing sunrise you'll ever see in your whole life. I can't explain it. Like, the camera does not do it justice here. It literally is like magic. The only thing is, make sure that you bring a sandproof camera or something to cover it up, because the sand, the blowing sand, is literally mayhem. It literally got into my camera and screwed up some of the buttons. So beware of that, guys. So after your insane desert tour, you eventually will have the choice to either go back to Marrakesh or go on to somewhere like Fez and continue your journey around Morocco. Some bonus insider tips, guys. Most of the people you'll be touring with are couples. So if you're a loner, it's gonna be a bit awkward. And you'll also be with these people for 3 days, guys. So try at least get to know them a bit, I think. Obviously, it's literally luck of the draw who you'll get, but just gotta hope that they're not noisy, because you're gonna be spending 20 hours in a coach with them. As I mentioned before, it's gonna be literally extreme boredom during the coach journey, apart from looking out the window. So make sure you bring like a book or cards or whatever you guys do, you know? Portable charger is obviously a must. There's literally, the only point that you get to charge like any of your devices will be at the hotel. And after that, there's literally nothing. So bring one of those, and don't expect good hygiene. Bring wet wipes, because those are very useful. But like, it's gonna go out the window. As soon as you start going on this trip, it gets disgusting, trust me. Also, the hair on the camel is really itchy, so make sure that you wear some sweatpants. Finally, food-wise, there's literally only 2 choices to eat along the whole journey. It's literally going to be every single meal. It's either going to be tagine or kebab. Now, tagine, for you guys that don't know, is basically a meat or a veg cooked in this clay pot, and usually it's served with like couscous or something, and you will definitely get sick of it. Finally, rating this desert trip, guys, on my scale of 2, it has got to be, oh my god, get your ass down here right now, because this place is literally so fire.